Big up everyone, bro. Arsenal Revolution TV already know. And today I got two of my favorite guests. We got Shane. Happy Father's Day, right? And how was your day? How did you spend your day today?
Oh, good. Yeah. Went out for dinner. After doing a stream earlier, did a lunchtime stream that went really well. There was a lot of people in, and we did the first week of the Top Gooner League for the four that made the cut. They were given a point system. The people in the chat voted who was the biggest Top Gooner this week. Igal won it. He got 3 points. Igal got 3 points.
Who won it?
Pincus was tipped right in.
Or did they all get second place?
No, yeah, that's what we were saying. Yeah, they should all get second place. No, Igal was really out in front actually, but then it looked like Pincus was going to get second, but then the voting changed and Babs ripped past him to take second. The second Top Gooner, but then fucking the Mutant channel was bottom. I didn't expect them to be bottom now, but maybe I didn't pick their most mutanty fucking post or most mutanty video. But we do it each week. But we'll see who gets the points next week. But yeah, no, it was a good laugh. And then went out for dinner Father's Day, and everyone's in bed now. So I just said, I'll do a stream for a bit before I go to bed myself. Sure, why not, Rashid?
Why not? Exactly, why not? I mean, we have an emergency, but before that, we're gonna go to Aussie. Aussie, spend time. Welcome back, my friend, bro. It's been time. How you been?
I'm mute.
He's mute. Yeah.
Bro. That's how you know I'm not a streamer, bro. Now, bless up for inviting me, bro. You know me, bro. I'm always ready to you know what I'm saying, like give my opinion. Bruv, like you said, innit? Bruv, you're the head of the revolution.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're part of the fighting pack.
Yeah.
Turn this club around, but as the history shows, bro, we're still doing the same shit. But apart from Arsenal, I'm all good, bro.
I hear that. I mean, I'm part of it. Yeah, I'm part of it.
And from the football club I support in my life, I'm all right, mate.
Yeah. I understand that. I completely understand that. But yeah, I'm just one of the people that are fighting. Just like the guy next to me, Shane, and just like many more. All the community. I mean, we're all trying. We're all putting our voice out there. It is an uphill battle. I'll be real. It is not easy. Every day they come up with bullshit. I can go right now through our favorite channel and we can talk about at least 15 bullshit articles. They put out every day. And that's just them. I have a friend of mine, not friend, he's a colleague. Do you know what I'm saying? He's a colleague and he's a proper Arteta in, like, to the core. He thinks that AFTV are toxic. I was like, what? You think AFTV are toxic? Imagine him. He doesn't know us. He must not know us. Nah, he does. He's like, oh my God, Lee Gunn and them. They're far gone. They're far gone. But yeah, that's compared to them. These guys are twang. That's what I was saying to Ara on Aaron's channel. These guys are twang. Today we're going to be talking about, guess what? We have freeze talks with Sporting. I don't know if you guys have heard. We freeze talks all of a sudden. And do you know why we freeze talks? It's because somehow we didn't know that Sporting are going to drop their price tag. Why would they drop their price tag? They have arguably the best striker in the world. Why the fuck would they drop their price tag? The price tag is 60. Why are you trying to, first of all, why are you trying to negotiate with Sporting that already said there's a certain price tag for a certain player? And then when it goes to Sesko, you're going to buy him from way more for a striker that is, what? He's not even there yet. He's got at least 4 more years to actually get to the level where Gyökeres is. I just find it unbelievable, Shane. What's your thoughts on this Arsenal freeze talks with Sporting?
My views are that we're not even in for him. I don't think we're in for him at all. I don't think we're in for him. I think it's Sesko all the way. This manager has had his heart set on Sesko and Zubimendi for 2 years. For 2 years, chasing the same 2 players. I would understand if it was fucking Pedri and Yamal. Okay, keep chasing them. They're 2 bang average players that he has just become fixated on. Last summer, he wanted Sesko. Didn't get him. There's no way that the board said, okay, if you don't get him, then you're not getting money to spend on a striker. You know what I mean? He's decided to wait another year. He decided to wait another fucking year. And in January, he knew he wasn't getting a striker because the board would have gone, no, you told us to wait on Sesko. We're not going to get your striker now and then buy you another one in the summer. So I said this earlier on, Dan's. Every press conference in the last 4 years when he was asked, surely you need a number 9. He got really hot under the collar. He got really angry. We get goals from everywhere. We don't need this. We got the most goals in the calendar year. Really defensive about it. We don't need one. We don't need one. We don't need one. In January now, all he did was say, oh, yeah, I've told the board we need another striker. We need a striker. We need a striker. Because he knew he wasn't getting one. So he was fucking clever, man. He knew that the top Gooners and the major part of the fan base, let's remember, we're about 3% of the fan base. So the major part of the fan base, one of their big defenses of him, when you say, you know, we bottled the league, we weren't in the title race. Oh, the board held him back. How many times did he say he needs a striker? He was fucking clever, man. He knew that he wasn't getting one. So he covered himself. He covered himself and he threw the board under the bus, which he's done. He's thrown people under the bus the whole time. Sesko, man, he scored 13 goals last season. Why are people getting gassed? It's funny now to watch the Egals of this world and the AFTVs and all these mutant channels that were going, oh, Sesko. They were finding ways to dress him up, right? You know, the mutant channel said, is he the new Anelka? I think it was
Thierry at Juve.
Moneypenny said he's the new Ibrahimovic. And I think it was Rory Talks Bollocks said he's the new Robin van Persie, right? So we have 3 of these strikers he's being compared to that. He doesn't even have a sniff on. But now that the Sesko rumours are coming out, they're all swaying over the Sesko again. They just go wherever it looks like Arteta's going to get, and they gas these players up. I don't think we're in for Gyökeres in any way, shape, or form because I think Arteta would fucking lose the rag. That's why I want us to get him for that reason more than that he's a better player than Sesko. I want us to get Gyökeres because that'll be a big fuck you to Arteta. And if Gyökeres comes in and his numbers drop, which they will in Arteta's system, they'll drop drastically. Then it's his problem. Then people go, well, it's your tactics, mate, because you just got a goal scorer in who's banging in goals for fun. What happened here? If he gets Sesko in, he'll go, oh, well, he's young. That's why he wants him. He can rotate him for Havertz. He can buy another year by saying, oh, you know, he's still young and he's still learning his trade and stuff like that. I don't know. I think we'll end up with Sesko, Zubimendi, and some shitty fucking loan. And the only thing I will say, Dan, I'll finish on this, that I'm happy Bertha is doing, and I know I'm getting a little bit off track here. I'm glad that it looks like he's taken back all these loans, the Fabio Vieiras and the fucking Reece Nelsons and all, and he's saying, no, you fucking use them this season. I don't want to hear about tin squads. If you're 3-0 up, you rotate these guys in, and if you keep getting injuries, then it's all on you. But the thing is, our injuries are going to be worse next season. All these players that are coming back from grade 3 hamstrings and stuff, they're going to be going down, dropping like flies, because not many people fully recover from them. And we have ACLs, operations. Timber needs an operation. Odegaard needs an operation. Jesus isn't back till after Christmas. Tommy Asu will probably never play again. Ben White's going to need... They're going to be dropping like flies, man. Dropping like flies. And don't be surprised if Gabriel... Why would Gabriel sign that contract if he didn't love Arteta? Gabriel's probably thinking, there's a good chance I'll never be the same again after this injury, so I may as well fucking stay here because a big move ain't coming. But, you know, I got shot down on Dan's, so it was ludicrous for me to say, not by Dan now, by one of the guests, but it was ludicrous for me to say that we won't finish in the top 5 next season. I fully plant my flag on that. If Arteta's in charge at the end of next season, not if he gets sacked at Christmas, I think we might get back in. If he's in the charge at the end of next season, we'll be outside the top 5.
You think he could? There's a chance that he could get sacked before the end of the season.
I'm interested to see the fixtures come out. Because if he loses to one of the big 6 or the top 6, that's the last of the things that these lads have to defend them with. Oh, we haven't lost to the top 6. If he loses a few games at the start, you could see at the end of last season when he was getting really fucking wound up in press conferences and interviews. If he loses a few games at the start and the pressure builds, and then we have like a Gyökeres that he didn't want, he come out and say the wrong thing, and it'll happen quickly. When it happens, it'll happen quickly. It'll be one of those things where people go, "Oh my God, what happened?" And then within 2 or 3 days, it'll fall apart. I just pray that it's sooner rather than later, because he's taken away my hope, man. The first time as an Arsenal fan, I have no hope, no enthusiasm, and that's my biggest hatred of him for doing that to me, for taking away my fucking hope for the club. But we'll see.
Facts, bro. I have no fucking hope. I do not have hope next season. If it's Gyökeres, Messi, Ronaldo, Sesko, it's all the same to me. It's all the same to me under this manager. But regardless, I would like Gyökeres just because he would be a club signing, and that's what I want. I want more club signings. I don't know, Ozzy, if you agree with me, but I want more club signings. I don't want no Arteta signings. This guy's This guy's I can't. To be honest, the best I can do is just pass the ball to you, Ozzy. What's your thoughts, man? What's your thoughts on this?
I agree, bro. I agree, bro. But do you know what the thing is, yeah? According to these top gooners and Arteta sexuals, we don't need no one.
Yeah.
We don't need no one. Bro, their excuse was, oh, we didn't have a fully fit squad. So we don't need according to them, we don't need the Sesko and the Gyökeres and that. As long as we have a fully fit squad, we're good enough to compete. That was the excuse. Oh, we didn't compete because of the injuries. So we don't need no one according to them. We don't need a Sesko or a Gyökeres or Rodrigo or whoever you want to say, bro. But yeah, I agree with you. I want Gyökeres. And for me, with the Sesko thing, yeah, this guy don't look like he's better than Havertz. And we know Havertz is shit. You're telling me this guy in a worse league has got 13 goals. Havertz, who's injured for half the season, got 9. You're telling me this Sesko guy is going to come to the Premier League and have to adapt and play a high-paced game against better defenders, against better teams, and score more than Havertz? I don't see it happening. He can't even do it in a worse league. So what's the point of getting this Sesko guy where we already got Havertz, who's on par with him, and what we're going to end up with? We're going to have 3 shit strikers at the club: Jesus, Havertz, and Sesko. Like, it's just another shambolic signing of Arteta getting these project players, and bruv, they're not working out. Like, it's rinse and repeat, and people are still gassing up. Like, I don't know what cloud you're living on. I don't know what cloud they live on when they're hyping up Sesko. This guy's got 13 goals, bro, in his league. But when people are going on about Sesko, oh, he's the new this, the new that, you'd think, bruv, this guy's top scorer. Oh, he was the 9th top scorer in his league.
Mad.
It's not like there's what in the Bundesliga there's Kane and he came second. You know what I'm saying? So you're getting the second best striker in the Bundesliga, bro. You're getting a guy that scored 13 goals, bro.
Facts.
Yeah.
Bro, we've got Jesus.
Marmoush scored more than that.
Havertz would have scored maybe what? Give or take, if Havertz was fit for the rest of the season, yeah. Let's just, for argument's sake, let's say he scored another 5-6 goals, innit?
Yeah, 13.
Let's say let's give him the benefit of the doubt, yeah. He would have scored what, 5 more goals? Maybe. So why are we spending 70 million on a striker that's gonna do the same or even worse? Because we don't know how he's playing.
He doesn't have the personality to challenge Arteta, where Gyökeres would. Gyökeres would challenge.
That's the thing. That's why Arteta wants this Sesko guy, because he's gonna be able to baby him. He's gonna be able to control him.
He's a project. Now we've got another project.
I'm sick and tired of this, bro. Every day, Gyökeres, Sesko, Gyökeres, Sesko. But I'm done with it. 1 minute you're hearing gentleman's agreement done. 1 minute you're hearing no, we said no. 1 minute you're hearing they were in the race. Now they pulled out. Now this club is in for him. Now he's not. Like, it's a debacle, and it's the same shit even from the Wenger days, bro. From the Wenger days, we were doing the same shit. Like, for me, for 25 years of supporting this club, I've never ended the season and thought, and then you're like, yeah, the team needs X, Y, Z, and within the transfer window opening, where we're hearing we've got this guy, that guy, and this guy, like it's been addressed. We're always getting these like partial average players. Once in a blue moon, we might get a good player. Once in a moon, we might get like a Santi Cazorla, Alexis Sanchez, and Ozil. You know that when the club's feeling a bit of a pressure, then they'll do one big name signing, but they'll do 5, 6, 7 average signings. But you got Man City signed 3 players. They signed Shaqiri, the guy from is it AC Milan?
Reinders, yeah.
Reinders, and the other player that they
Nori.
Bro, Liverpool have signed. They're gonna sign what? Kerkez, Wirtz, and they've signed Frimpong.
Yep.
What the fuck have we done? We're still playing Ipdog do shit, bruv, with Sesko and Godkeres, bro.
It's because Arteta sets his mind on those 2 players, and it's them or nothing. Don't be surprised if Sesko falls through or he gets sick of waiting and goes to Saudi or something. But Arteta just goes, okay, we'll go with what we have.
You know what, for me personally,
we'll go for Watkins. We'll go for Watkins.
Personally, if we fuck up this Sesko deal, I'll be happy.
Yeah,
I'll be happy because I don't want this guy. We're gonna get this guy spent 70 million or whatever it is. He's gonna be on high wages. And he's just gonna clog up. He's just gonna clog up space in the squad and be on high wages.
Yeah,
I seriously hope this signing does not happen.
If he gets 200 grand a week, then him, Jesus, and Havertz will be on $750,000 a week between them.
Oh my days.
3 absolute fucking shambles up front.
Yeah,
that have never scored. The maximum Jesus ever got is 14 goals. The maximum Havertz has got, I think, is 14 or 15. And Sesko's highest scoring season in the Bundesliga is 14. So we'd have $750,000 being spent on these 3 below average forwards.
That's what I'm saying.
While City
strikers.
have Marmoush and Haaland, and Liverpool have fucking Salah and Diaz and Gakpo, and probably a striker. They'll nip in for Gyökeres. Do not be surprised if they nip in for Gyökeres. I still don't know why Liverpool don't offer Darwin Núñez as part of the deal, because he balled out over in Portugal. I still think he's a bag of shit, but he has a reputation over there. They spent 80 million on him. They could go to Porto and say, look, we'll give you, go to Porto and say, we'll give you Núñez, but not 40 million off the price tag. We'll give you another 20 million. Bring in Gyökeres. You probably give him the same wages that Núñez is on. And if they got someone like Gyökeres, it's over.
I think personally Núñez is going Saudi. That's what they will recoup most of their money, because they got offered 70 million in January. So I reckon,
but he doesn't have to go, though, you see. If he doesn't want to go, they have to.
But I reckon he will go. I don't think there's a place for him in the Liverpool squad anymore.
Yeah, but he might be happy to go back to Portugal, go play for Porto.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Maybe they could do a deal with Sporting, like you said the other day. You never know.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
knock a bit of price off Gyökeres.
Yeah. Unfortunately, but this Sesko, how long have we been talking to this Sesko? How long has it been? For a year?
Well, apparently it's been since January.
2 years.
2 years we've been
One minute you're hearing it's been 3 weeks, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months.
Yeah, but we were told we had Zubimendi in January. That was big news. That was on Sky Sports News and all. Zubimendi signs for Arsenal. Do you know who else was signed for Arsenal in January? Noipan. Why did I see him in the City jersey the other day? In January, we thought we had him. The new Odegaard. We signed a new Odegaard. Noipan, done. Zubimendi, done. No coincidence that we just gone out of the FA Cup to United, no? That these rumours that not just like Sky got a confirmation. It was on the yellow bar, man. It was on that yellow bar. Zubimendi signs for Arsenal. They had a price, everything in January. 4 months later, after we go to the Champions League, they release it again, and all the top owners are up in arms going, "Oh, brilliant!
Yeah, because they
got Zubimendi.
They feed them the copium, and the problem
they
is
drop it. They drop the same news all the time. They're releasing the rumours about
they feed them this copium that they're latched onto. You know what I'm saying? The IV, the flipping. You know what I'm saying? It's like the flipping crack. They feed them to keep feeding them the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, before people start questioning it. No, man. Take another hit. You'll be fine. And it's the same shit they've been peddling out for years. Yeah. But these people are never the wiser. Like, when do you wake up from this this bad dream that you're on, or this mad copium that you guys are just leeching onto.
Never, Ozzy.
You know what I'm saying?
You see, Gyökeres, they all wanted Gyökeres. And now all of a sudden everybody changed to Sesko. They're never going to wake up. I'm going to move on to the next question. And this question is something that I've been wondering, to be honest. Who are the players that we're going to move on? Do we have any idea who we're going to move on? Or who are we going to sell? Where are we going to get that money? Because I can see that Arsenal are broke. They want to pay 3-in-1, 3 months payment for Zubimendi. That's an additional 4 million, by the way. He was supposed to be 51, now he's 55. So now we need to pay him 3. We're waiting for Klarna to check out with Klarna, and then they tell us, okay, it's okay. The payment can go through. So we need to check out with Klarna. We need to wait. Now the second question is that other teams know that we're broke now. They're going to take advantage. They know that you can't pay that kind of money. Now we're asking all of a sudden for Gyökeres, Sporting, could you drop the price a little bit? 60 million is a bargain. It's a bargain for the amount of goals this guy scored. But there's players that came from Portugal that didn't do the same. So what? There's players from all around the world that flop. Look, at the end of the day, here's the next question. Would you cash in Zinchenko and Kiwior? My thoughts.
Bro, Rashid, you already know the answer, bro.
This is the question. Shane, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, but in a heartbeat. But the thing is, even with Zinchenko, there's rumours that they're going to have to knock 5 million off it because his wages are so high. Kiwior, I'd let go. This idea that he came in and was such a rock. And
he did well against Real Madrid, no?
He did okay. He did okay in all the games. He just didn't make any bozo mistakes. That's it. He just didn't get found out. But if you played him in a 10 or a 15 game run, he'd get found out. You know what I mean? It's like Lewis Skelly's getting found out at left back now. He's not a defender. He's getting found out. He got found out against England. He got found out in several games near the end of the season. These players can come in and they can play well for 3 or 4 games. But it's about, especially in defence and goalkeeper, you have to be on your game all the time. And they will get found out. Kiwior can go. But this is the problem. You know, again, this came up on Dan's thing, and I was saying to Rod, I was saying, you know, what sellable assets do we have? Oh, and they started naming off others. I said, no, not you know, players that we want to keep. I mean, players that we want to get rid of. Said Martinelli, you might make a bit off him. But then Saliba's the only other one that you make a bucket load of money off. And if he wants to leave, you have to fucking let him go. This bollocks of keeping him and try and make him happy. If he wants to leave, sell him now. Sell him now and move on and sign Gahey or sign someone. But the only thing is that, you know, if Zinchenko and Kiwior go, our squad is already far too thin. It'd just be bare bones. Oh, we need to sell players. Well, if he hadn't iced these players out, that's the big fucking issue, man. He did it with Aubameyang, went public with, you know, he's never playing again and all that sort of stuff. You just instantly made him, from being worth about 15 to 20 million to 0 because you went public with it, you fucking idiot. He did the same with Ozil. Can't get any money from him because the club will come in and go, we'll have a look at Ozil. Okay, give us, say, 10 million. No, I'm not giving you anything. You don't even want him. And he's done the same with Zinchenko, never plays him. So a club will come in and go, we'll give you 10 million. Oh, no, he's worth about 20. Number one, his wages are too high. And number 2, you don't ever play him. We know you don't play him. You have to keep these things in-house. Play them sometimes. Make it look like they're part of your plans. And then when someone comes in, you go, oh, it's like poker. It's like when you bluff and go, yeah, maybe, when you're dying to get rid of him. He's so open about everything he does. He makes it so clear to everybody, the players that aren't part of his plans anymore. Tierney, Zinchenko, Fabio Vieira straight out on loan. You know, he doesn't give them a chance. I'm not saying Fabio Vieira is a good player, but there's ways to go about it. There's ways to go about these things. And then people say, oh, the squad was thin. It doesn't matter. We had Fabio Vieira and Reece Nelson and Emile Smith-Rowe and Kedia last season. He never rotated them in. I'm not saying they're great players, but when you're 3-0 up, bring one of them on. Take Saka off, wrap him in cotton wool. Rest him for a home game against Ipswich. You don't need him. If we can't break the other team down, then bring him on. But he makes it so obvious with these guys that we're not going to get much money from him. That little run Kiwior had might have brought his price tag up a bit. But I'd get rid of him. He'll be found out. He's not a great player. If he's playing in a back, a 3 centre-backs, he's okay. But that's the same with a lot of centre-backs. Harry Maguire's the same, and he's a bag of shit. To me, if you're good in 3 centre-backs, then you're not good. You know what I mean? You're only good if you're good in a 2 centre-back pair. But like I said with Gabriel, he mightn't be the same again. I'm not convinced that he didn't sign that contract so readily because he knows he's lost a yard of pace. A grade 3 hamstring, man. Michael Owen's ruined by it. Many players being ruined by it. So, look, yeah, I'd get rid of the two of them in a heartbeat, but I'd only do that if we had a massive squad. You know what I mean? We're screwed next season. Absolutely screwed. And that's so we already need, what, 6 players, 7 minimum? If we get rid of 2 players, we're up to 9 players, and we ain't signing 9 players. If you're looking to get 3. That's it's just a mess, Rashid. It's a fucking mess.
No, facts. Ozzy, what's your thoughts, man? Obviously, we know your thoughts on Zinchenko and Kiwior, but a lot of Arsenal fans are telling me that Kiwior is the answer. He gave us, what, 6 good games? Apparently to them.
But that's
I'm with Shane on this. Okay.
They do the same shit. They do the same shit. They try to do it with Nketiah. They try to do it with Smith Rowe. They try to do it with Nelson. Bro, these players are not good enough, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I keep saying this so many times, yeah. Look at the squads we're trying to compete against and look and compare the squads for like. Would these players that you're trying to keep in the squad be good enough for even the backup for these other squads we're competing against? No, they're not. So why the fuck do you want to keep them?
Facts.
Brother, you're looking at Man City right now, yeah? Their squad is ridiculous. They got 2 good players in every position, if not 3 in some positions, yeah? You're looking at Liverpool, yeah? Now they've invested. They've got good backups in most places. Bro, our backups won't be Liverpool's or Man City's backups. They're not good enough. And some of these players, people say to you, they're good enough to start. Like Kiwior coming in for 2-3 games. He's good enough. No, he's not. But this guy got run ragged by, what's his name? The Fulham striker. I can't remember his name.
Traore.
The Mendes guy. The Mexican.
No? Oh, sorry. Raúl Jimenez.
Yeah.
Jimenez.
And he got, again, there was another game. It happened to him again. And they're trying to tell me this guy's good enough.
Yeah.
Zinchenko's finished, bro. This guy, the only reason I'd keep Zinchenko is if he actually plays him in the midfield, because this guy's half decent in the midfield. That's the only way I'm keeping this guy. But I don't want him here, bro. Bro, for me personally, I do not like Zinchenko. This guy wants to be a footballer and a politician and this and that. Bro, if you're playing for Arsenal, you stick to the football, bro. Or get out.
Not facts, bro.
And the thing is, what Shane's saying, our squad's already thin. But the thing is, we're going to keep these players and they're not going to play. And we've seen Arteta do the same thing, yeah. He don't trust these players and he plays the first team squad, like, runs them ragged. We get the injuries and it's the only way he'll play these players. So keeping these players just to fill up squad numbers is pointless regardless. Because they won't play unless it's absolutely necessary, unless he's got no choice. So what's the point of them sitting on the bench? Like what? Kiwior and Zinchenko are probably earning over 200 grand between them.
I like that, yeah.
Zinchenko's on 150.
And Kiwior's on about, 70, 80?
85,
80, 90, yeah.
65.
Zinchenko was on 20 at City and we 7.5 times his wages when we signed him.
So, bruv, just get them off the wages regardless. They're not going to play. I'd rather have a thin squad than just have squad numbers and they're not going to play anyway.
I mean, with the
Zinchenko's paid the same as Villa's highest paid player.
He's played, 6 games this season?
He barely played.
6 games. Get him out.
Same wages as Tillemans, Villa's highest paid player.
Crazy. Absolute crazy, man.
Mm.
Big up, man. Big up BBK. Slow start to the season. And he's sacked by November.
I hope you're all right.
You can only dream.
I don't think so, man. I don't think he's going to get sacked by November, BBK. I'll be real. I'll be real with you. But big up to you not saying Krychenko, Calamari. Man, listen, that's what I asked. I saw that question and I just wanted to ask the man them. I had my answer already. I don't care about no Krychenko and Kivior. You can do way better than both of them for less money. For less money, 100% you can do way
better. But our scouting is shit.
Yeah.
Like, look at the one example I could say is, well, how much we spent on flipping Kivior? 20 million, 24 million?
Look at
35, I think. 35,
wasn't
35. I think Zinchenko was about 32, 35. Kivior was about 20, 25.
24, yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Bro, look at the Morello guy at Nottingham Forest. Bro, he cost them 5 million. 5 million. And we're paying, and he's probably on about 30, 40k, and we're paying this bum 24 million, and he's on about 80k.
He worries me, I can't lie. Every time I see Kivior, he looks worried. Every time I see him, he looks worried.
Yeah, because bro, he's playing in a league where he can't adapt to. He don't have the pace for it. You know, the thing is, if you don't have pace, you need to have the IQ. You need to be 2 steps ahead.
True.
This guy don't have the IQ or the pace for the league. So he's always out. The times that he's gone run ragged, he's out of place all the time. And the thing is, he's bro, for a big striker, he's the easiest target to play against. Because all you do, you put your back to him and you overturn him. He's not catching you.
He's not. He's weak. He's not that strong. He's weak. And every team, if you really watch here, the team actually target him. Jimenez actually targeted him.
That's what I'm saying.
When you watch how the ball was played, he saw him. And then
as a striker, you're looking at the centre backs you're playing against, or defenders. He's thinking,
Saliba, long day.
Saliba, bro. That Kivior, you're thinking, bro, this guy's already. I don't think the guy's even 6 foot anyway in terms of height. Yeah, I don't know how tall he is, and he ain't got the pace. So you target him, easy target.
Facts. And he ain't got the IQ. All he has is a pass on him. He has a pass on him. That's all. But I don't need a pass from you. You're a defender. Do your job. Big up, Darren. We are stuck with Arteta. He's not going to give up. 15 million, my bros. People, you know what? They actually forget. We forget. I forget. 15 million. Second highest paid in the world. I think the first one is Pep Guardiola, which makes sense. This guy, what did he do? What did he do to get this kind of money? Everybody getting paid millions at this club. Everybody. You see Chelsea, they got players on 9 years. You ain't going nowhere. If you're trying to if you're trying to talk to another club, the club has to go through us first. You're not going. You're not going to free signing. We're not just going to sell you for peanuts. We're going to sell you for big money. We bought you for big money. We're going to sell you for big money. That's why the long contracts. And they pay their players way less than we pay our players. Go see the Chelsea wage bill. It's crazy, bro. Big up BBK in the chat. Yes, sir. Zinchenko is our third choice left back. Hard to demand the big FIFA. That's crazy. BBK, third choice. We're paying him 150. 150 for third choice. Second goalkeeper, 100k. What the fuck? Who runs this club? Who really runs this club, bro? That's madness. Madness, bro. Lokonga can sell.
How much you getting for him? 10 million if you're lucky.
Come on, bro. It's Spain. What are they going to give you? What are they really going to give you, man? Come on. 8 million.
I'd cut my losses with that guy, man. I say, listen.
Was he not given a new contract the other day, no?
I think 1 year. So they can control the player.
Yeah, I think that's just to tell Arteta he has to start playing these. He signed all these players. I think Bird is going to say, you fucking use them next season. Show me you're a coach. I think that's what he's doing. He's saying that I don't want to hear about injuries. I don't want to hear you saying that you can't rotate.
So far, but it's not filling me with confidence.
By the way, I think, in my opinion, Lokonga's better than Moreno. I'll be honest.
Yeah. Moreno's an absolute shambles, man.
In the midfield.
If Arteta had got his way this summer and injuries hadn't happened, his dream left-hand side was Calafiori at left back, Moreno left 8, and Martinelli at left wing. You know what I mean? That was his aim this season.
Yeah, that was his aim. I believe that.
Think about that, think about that as our starting left side. Bollocks, man, absolutely bollocks. That's the aim he was going for. It's only injuries stopped it. And he had to put Marino up front, and he had to play.
Partey was bossing it. There was no way he could not play Partey.
Yeah. That was his vision. That was Arteta's vision. Was that left hand side? Absolute
that already
shambles.
tells you everything. That already tells you everything, and the amount of money as well. 100 million for Calafiori and him and Moreno. Absolute madness, man. You're not saying if only we didn't let all those academy kids go for nothing. That's pure profit on the books. Looks good on PSR. Wow. Bro, listen, man. If we're talking about the academy players, they ain't getting a chance. They ain't getting a chance. You see a player like Skelly, he forced his way into this team because the left back is so bad. Our quality of left backs are so bad that Skelly it's just obvious. It's like Partey in the midfield. He doesn't want Partey in the midfield, let's be honest. He doesn't want him. He wants Rice as a number 6, and he wanted Moreno to play the Jacker role. That's what he wanted. But Skelly bossed it. And good for him, man. Good for him. Skelly's going to be on crazy wages as well. I mean, even Real Madrid. I heard Real Madrid are sniffing around Skelly.
They play him in midfield as well. Where he should be playing.
That way it should be. The way he carries the ball. He's the best ball carrier in the team.
He'd be Morgan Rogers. He'd be the same mold as Morgan Rogers if we played him left 8.
Yeah, 100%.
Where he should be playing.
Facts.
Where he should be playing.
Facts.
Take Tyree Mitchell on a free. Play him in midfield. Done.
Would you sell Shane? Would you sell him to Real Madrid?
If Arteta's still manager, I would, because he's got what? There's no point having him at left back. You put him in midfield, he has the potential to be world class. You put him at left back, he might be okay. He's just so good that he'll do a job there. You know what I mean? He'd do a job if you put him out the wing because he's that good. But what a waste to have a player like that. Oh, people saying we should sign Morgan Rogers, 100 million, 120 million to pay. Why bother? We have him there. We have Wanyeri there. It's insanity. Wanyeri doesn't get a game. Oh, he's covered for the right wing. Since when was he a winger? He was being edged in on the wing. He should be playing in the 10. Play Lewis Skelly in the left. You know what I mean? Suddenly then you have a stacked midfield. Zinchenko should be a midfielder. Suddenly a midfield is stacked. You don't need Zubimendi. We have a load of midfielders. You have Igal saying, oh, we only have 3. No, we don't. We have a shitload of them. Where does Zinchenko play for his country? Where's Lewis Skelly meant to play? Where does Wanyeri play? Odegaard, Marino, Rice, Partey. A shitload of midfielders. Oh, we only have 3. No, because Arteta's decided that he's a left back. He's decided that he's covered for the right wing. That doesn't make it so. That does not make it so because some fucking idiot Cohen man decided that this is where these players play. If anything, if he decides someone plays somewhere, you best believe they play somewhere else. Martinelli was balling out under Emery up front, 12 goals in 14 games. Oh, stick him out the wing, make him track back for 80% of the game. Same with Saka. If Saka had played under Wenger, or if Saka played under Hansi Flick, or Saka played under Slot, or anybody like that through his whole career so far, number 1, his hamstring wouldn't have ripped off the bone, and number 2, his numbers would be double what they are because he wouldn't be tracking back the whole time. This manager, he shouldn't be allowed near young players. He should not be allowed near them. He has destroyed so many fucking players, especially attacking players. If we got a new manager in today, our squad suddenly looks a lot better. It suddenly looks a lot better. Everybody gets a clean slate. Like I said, the midfield suddenly stacked. All he has to look at and go, right, I definitely need a striker. I need cover for the left wing, and I need a left back. Because if I get a left back, then Lewis Skelly goes into midfield. Suddenly we have one of the best midfields around. We have cover for every position. Like Ozzy was saying, we'd have 2 players for every position. We'd have Rice, Partey for the 6. We'd have Zinchenko and Lewis Skelly for the left 8, and we'd have Odegaard and Wanyeri fighting it out for the 10. Done. Midfield sorted. Saka's out the right. Get cover for him. You can play Wanyeri out there sometimes if needs be. If Odegaard's playing well, of course you can put him out there sometimes. I want him in the 10 full time. Get rid of Havertz. Get rid of Jesus. Get rid of all this dead wood that this absolute clown signed. I think it's 8 players he signed that have been either City or Chelsea rejects. 8 of them. Not one of them's worked out. Not fucking one of them has worked out. They've all been a disaster, in fact. And this is my problem with them. If you have someone that doesn't learn from their mistakes, or refuses to learn from the mistakes, I might add, that makes him a narcissist. That makes it that he will just keep doubling down. How many fucking times can he sign a Chelsea reject and it not work and then go and do it again? And he's going to do it again with Kepa. We don't need a sub-keeper. Just use one of the kids, man. Just use one of the kids. If Raya picks up a long-term injury before Christmas, then sign a keeper at Christmas. It was good enough years ago. We don't need it. And is Kepa any better than Hine or Setford? He's not. Kepa's one of the worst keepers the league's ever seen.
Facts.
Oh, but he's cheap. So what? He's shit. I don't care if he's cheap. He's cheap because he's shit. If he was good, he'd be
cheap. That's debatable.
Oh, it's $100,000 a week as well. I think he's on more than Raya.
Yeah, that's not cheap. That's not cheap, I'm afraid. But yeah, man, 100%. I agree. I don't think Kepa's cheap, 100K. And you know what? They spun it. This is how they spun it, Shane, yeah? They didn't show us the 100K. They showed us the 5 mil.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Kepa for 5 mil. We bought Kepa for 5 mil, but they didn't talk about the wage. Thank God we got our own, under the lens, shout out views. We got them under the lens. We got Arsenal under the lens. No movement. There's no movement you can do, and we will not find out. We will find out everything. And we're coming for every one of you. Every one of you. And we ain't stopping. We ain't stopping. And that brings me straight up to big up to DJ Crane. Shane with that work rate. Big up Rashid and Ozzy. Shane, I'm loving the Irish breakfast, man. If any of you guys in the chat, somehow you're not subscribed to Shane, go and sub straight away to Shane and go watch the Irish breakfast. Yeah, when you're at work, put it on. The time goes like that, and you'll get a laugh out of it. Trust me. Big up, man. Big up to everyone, man, that's locked in. Big up Darren. Big up Fresh Chip Art. I like that. Sell both. Kivio is okay. Exactly. That's our point. Okay. And okay is not good enough for Arsenal.
Nope.
We had 4 strikers at one point. We had strikers that can come in and play for nearly maybe 18 of the clubs in the Premier League and start for them. And that's just strikers. I don't think Kivio can play for Aston Villa or these teams that are 6th, 7th. I think if he wants to play in the Premier League, he has to go to the bottom half of the league. I don't think he can play for Crystal Palace. I think Guy is better. Do you know what I'm saying? And our backup needs to at least can play in like a team like Crystal Palace or Aston Villa, can start for them. But we have a backup that won't even play for like maybe 12 teams, 14 teams in the Premier League. He should go to Burnley or something like that, man. It's crazy. I don't know why Kivio's still at the club. I do not know. Zinchenko, okay, you came for the experience. What experience did you really give us? Let's be
barely played for City.
You remember that one? You remember that one? Oh, Gabriel Jesus and Zinchenko are coming to give us experience.
Winning mentality.
Yeah.
How did that work out?
Come on, man. 100% Zinchenko, 25 bye-bye. Kivio, 25 bye-bye. That's the thing.
We're lucky if we get 25 for the book.
No, apparently it's 10. Apparently it's 10 for Zinchenko because of his wage.
Nobody's going to want
10 million knocked off so they can pay his wage.
How much do you think they'll pay for Kivio? How much do you think they'll pay for Kivio?
I think you get 25 at a push. Because like if we can see shit, so can other clubs. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We can see shit. Their scouts will see this shit. If he goes to an Italian team that plays 3 at the back, he might be okay. They might pay a bit from. Apparently, Milan are looking at him as well. But if he goes to Milan and plays in one or two centre backs, he'll be found out quick. But I don't give a shit if he gets found out when we get the money for him. But you know, you've had the top gooner saying that he's potential this, potential that. Get the fuck out of my face. That's why 24. If he's potential that was going to be reached. But we've shot ourselves in the foot. We've given this man too much power. Too much power. He's got no talent ID, and we've given him power, and he's signed a team of absolute clowns that are just not sellable. You know what I mean? I said that. That's what I said on the other podcast. I said, which of them are sellable assets? And they started naming off, Rice and all. I said, I didn't mean that. I mean players that we don't need. Who's sellable? Radio silence. There's nobody sellable. Kivio maybe, but are you going to even make back your money? I don't even know if you'd make back your money. You wouldn't make back your money.
I don't think we'll make the money back. I don't think the Italians will pay you 24, to be honest. No. I really don't believe it.
Probably go out on fucking loan or something like that now.
Yeah, probably be a loan and then pay you someday or add some incredible bonus that he has to achieve. Probably 26 clean sheets. You know what I'm saying?
In 27 games.
You can't play with the Italians, man. They're not paying you 25. 25 is too much for them. They'll get 3 players for 25. Come on. Fresh Trip is saying, okay, Ethan needs to be playing. He's too good to leave on the bench. Yeah, that's what we're saying. He's a right wing now. He's a right wing, unfortunately. And Skelly is going to be a left back. He's never going to play him in the midfield. No, he will not play him in the midfield. If he was going to play him in the midfield, if he was going to play him in the midfield, he wouldn't have bought Zubimendi. That's a fact. There's no need for Zubimendi if you're going to play Skelly in that midfield. There's no need because you already got Partey, Rice that can play the 6, and then you got Moreno, fifth choice midfield. I don't give a fuck, and Skelly, and then you got Odegaard that everybody loves that we can't get rid of. A Fresh Trip is saying started to think Disney are running this club. worse than Disney, bro. Worse than Disney. But if I speak, I am in trouble. Is saying if we can break even on transfer fee with Lokonga 18-20 mil, calm. You're not gonna get. Come on, you're not getting 18-20 mil for Lokonga again. It's the same thing, copy and paste. You're not getting that kind of money for these players. You're losing a lot of money, and you're gonna lose. You'll watch. What kind of Spanish team would buy Lokonga for 20 mil? Come on.
He's had 6 hamstring injuries in the past 2 years.
Bro, the Spanish league is full of average midfielders, bro, for like 5 million.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. There's no way you're getting into that midfield with that kind of money. No way. Skelly ain't going nowhere. Yeah, I don't think Skelly's going anywhere. Yeah. I agree with you, Fresh. I agree with you. Khawaja, what are you saying, bro? What are you saying, G? You're not saying the kids will let go in the summer? Salah, AD, etc. 10 academy kids, which is 20 mil, 80 million of profit, which equates to 120 mil for the PSR. Yes, but it doesn't matter, all these tactical calculations and it's all bullshit. You're not going to get the players that you want. You are going to pay for Sesko and we're going to pay for Zubimendi. That's already 130 mil. That's a problem. In itself, it's a problem. 130 mil, my bro. Do you know how much money that is? And then that doesn't solve your whole problem because we got a problem in that midfield, even with Zubimendi in that midfield, left wing, big problem as well. And we need a new centre back. So there's 3 players you have to get.
Yeah,
you have to. I can go even more, but I'm just saying the bare minimum. You need 5 to 6 players, bare minimum. And let's be honest, if you're buying Zubimendi and Sesko, that's just solving 2 positions out of 6. Not good enough, man. Not good enough. Bruno Guimaraes or Partey? That's a
Bruno all day, man.
Yeah, he loves Bruno.
They're 2 different players.
Yeah.
They're not 6s.
Even if Bruno G is a 6, but he's a different kind of 6 to Partey. See, Partey is that kind of 6 that we.
Bruno is more of an 8.
Yeah, he's more box to box.
More box to box.
So we can't respond to that one. Is Pedri the best midfielder in the world, or is it Vitinha?
Pedri's the best attacking midfielder.
You can throw Barella there as well. I mean,
and Bert as well.
Yeah, Verts.
And you could put Wirtz in there as well.
Yeah, true. But yeah, Pedri.
None of them play for us. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, but in my opinion, it's Pedri.
Pedri's the most naturally gifted attacking midfielder I've seen in a long time. Fabregas 2.0.
I mean, imagine, yeah.
Do you see the vision on that player? That's something I want in Odegaard. That's the vision you need as a number 10 or that creative midfielder.
Because he gets played all the time, no matter what age he gets played, like Yamal. I've said this before, that if Wanyeri had been a Barcelona player this season, he would have started about 18 to 20 league games in the 10 alongside Pedri. Guaranteed. They would have just played him because he's good enough. Yeah. They wouldn't have fucking stuck him out the wing. They wouldn't have edged him in. They wouldn't have given him microwave minutes. They would have said, you're a fantastic number 10. You go in there beside Pedri. Osasuna are going to play a low block. We may as well put all our attacking players on to start, break them down, go 3-0 up before half time, and then we can lock up. But no, we come up against a home to Ipswich, and he goes with Partey and Rice. Why do we need 2 holding midfielders on the pitch against a team that you know is going to play a low block? And then when you get to the 70th minute and it's bringing on players that should have started, and then we scrape a win and you go, oh, there's 3 points, lads, you fucking idiot. You know what I mean? Start the game with all the attacking players, break them down, kill them early, put your foot in their neck, the way Arsenal used to under Wenger and the way City did. Then you can just start popping the ball around. Once you have them smashed, but you start giving them hope, playing real slow football, and they go 20 minutes. We kept them quiet for 20 minutes. Oh, the crowd have turned. What do you know? The same thing. This guy never learns from his mistakes. He's never changed the players for, oh, this will suit this team, this will suit that team. It's the same shit, man. Oh, there's some games you go, okay, well, their defenders don't like crosses. Do you know what I'll do? I'll play Saka on the left and Martin in the right and put in crosses. Get to the byline, put in crosses. He doesn't. It's like he doesn't study other teams. It's like he just goes, oh, well, we'll just play this shit football again and again and again.
One dimension.
And no matter how many times I get found out, I won't change.
Well, I've said it on your stream loads of times, Rashid, bro. This guy's one dimension. There's no plan B. There's no plan B.
Facts.
And the changes that he makes is like for like.
Oh,
you won't go through a 4-3-3 to a 4-4-2 or a 3-5-1 or anything like that.
Doesn't understand it. Yeah, too stubborn.
He's stubborn like Pep, but he doesn't have that talent. See, Pep, I understand why he's stubborn, because his idea usually works. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it usually works. Do you know what I'm saying? It works a lot more than it doesn't. See, with Arteta, you're scraping wins. Who did we really beat this season? Really beat them? The
teams that we did, Rashid, the City win, the Sporting win, and the
Champions League. Yeah.
I wouldn't even count the Real Madrid one, right? But all that happened in those games when we smashed the team was we just came up against a team whose tactics suited his plan A. That's it.
There you go.
If they had changed their tactics in any way, shape, or form, if City had to come to the Emirates and locked up, it would have been a different story. It would have been a completely different story. And let's get it right. We sort of scored 3 goals in the last 5 minutes when they had just given up. It looks a lot better than it is when that happens. We weren't 5-0 up after 60 minutes. It was the last 3, and Wanyeri pinged one in, and Havertz broke away, and all the last 5 minutes when they were just they'd run the race and their heads dropped. The West Ham, we said, we beat them 5-2. All I remember, the only thing that I think about that game is we were 4-0 up and we let in 2 before half time like idiots. We fell asleep. You know what I mean? So there's bad sides. We beat Forest 3-0. Yeah, we had one good half. The other half was fucking dog shit. The only time that we smashed teams under this manager, barring 22-23 when he let all the players off the leash, is when they come and they open up and they don't play a low block. If a team plays a low block, he's done. It's over. Case in point, when we were playing United in the Cup, when they went down to 10 men on the 60th minute, I turned around to my missus and said, this is going to penalties. I was less confident when they went down to 10 men because I knew they'd play a low block and we were done. I knew it was over. I knew we weren't scoring.
The best example of this guy being stubborn is the Newcastle game. See, they beat him. See, Eddie Howe beat him 3 times. 3 times. And in those 3 times, the tactic did not change. The players did not change. The formation was the same. It was the same way. And they beat us the same way.
Yeah.
It's like he wanted to lose. It's just incredible.
That's what it felt like, didn't it?
Yeah. Setford is the goalkeeper available.
The young keeper, yeah.
Kepa is a Chelsea reject. Facts, bro. Kepa lost his second place to Lunin. To Lunin, that was third. And he's better than him. Where to go? Lunin's better than him.
He was Chelsea's third choice keeper. And they've been getting called out all season for having 2 shit keepers. Facts. And he was third shittest. Fucking hell, man. You couldn't ride it.
You couldn't if you wanted to, man. Big up, Khawaja. Rashid Shane, hey, big up to you, my friend. Big up subscribing, man. Love to everyone that's showing love, man. A lot of people are showing love. I can't lie. I mean, it's amazing, man. Big up to every one of you. I wanted to thank you as well, man. I'm on the 1K, as you can see down there. I didn't even change it. We're on the 1K and we're going for the 2, and hopefully more and more. You know, aim for the stars, shoot for the moon. That's how we go. You know, but big up to everyone that's locked in, man. Big up to everyone that showed love as well. For me, for Shane, for Aaron, for all the men then that are coming up, you know. Without even mentioning Lee and North and, you know what I'm saying, and Jez and Matty, them man have been there for ages. But us, the upper coming, man. Big up to everyone that showed us love.
Yeah, man.
Really, for real, I really do mean it, man. I really do mean it. But you're not saying 5 million for Kepa is not cheap, considering how we are stalling. Should have done a loan because Kepa won't see more game time than Neto. You know what? That was an idea. We should have done a loan and then put like a clause. If he doesn't hit a certain amount of games, we can't pay you. We'll pay you half of the shit. We'll pay you half of the wage, something like that. I mean,
Chelsea might have said no to a loan. They might have just said no. It has to be a boy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
We don't need him. We don't need him. There's young goalkeepers.
They just wanted to get rid, man. That's why they stuck the 5 million.
That's why I've said. Your man Bowley's eyes must light up when he sees Arsenal's number coming up on his phone. Yes, who are we getting rid of now? What trash are we getting rid of now? We just take all the fucking leftovers, man.
Facts, man. Is Vitinha world class? Is that a question, Khwaja? Is that a question, my bro? You know what the crazy thing about Vitinha and what I respect him for as well? He went to Wolverhampton and he didn't get his people didn't see his game, didn't understand.
He didn't take off there.
You know what I'm saying? They didn't understand it in England. They didn't understand the game. See, that's why this is how talent ID is. Luis Enrique, he made a player out of him. How many players has this guy made out of? How many players? Saka was already a player before Arteta bought him.
He doesn't get credit for that. Arteta does not get credit for that. Saka, like I said, would be a better player now with a different manager. He does not get credit for fucking Saka. Like you said, Saka had a ceiling that it would have been hard to stop it.
Facts. I think he's bringing him down as well. I think without him,
no, he is.
Saka would have scored way more goals and way more assists. Way more. Yeah. But unfortunately, it is what it is. One more year of this bullshit. Hopefully. Doesn't have to be Spain for Lokonga. France, Germany, Italy. All these France, Germany, Italy, they're not paying the money that we pay. Unless it's Saudi Arabia, forget about it. You're not getting 20 mil. You're not getting 20 mil for Lokonga. Forget about it, Forget it. Berta and Ernie need to do their job. Close it at 20 million. They're not. Bro, Berta, he's on the fraud watch, bro. He's on the fraud watch. You get me? I mean, we were gassed, but we can turn on you just like that. I don't give a fuck. Arsenal are the club. I support Arsenal. I don't support anybody else. If you're not giving us more, or you're showing us, if you're not giving us anything that brings this team to more trophies or takes it to the next level, I'm sorry, bro, you gotta go. Even if you're my brother, I don't give a fuck. Nobody's above the club. No one. I know we are making losses, but Berta and Ernie made it minimal losses as possible. I don't know. We need to see about that one. I mean, who did we sell? We haven't sold anyone yet, so we'll see. Sell the kids shows they're moving smartly. Probably, man. Probably. Man City, Real Madrid, West Ham. I hear that. Remember when Thierry Henry? Now, this is a comment I want to read. I haven't even read it, but just reminiscing on Thierry Henry and them days where we had players that a lot of teams in the world wanted. Coming to see players that we have right now is just... Thierry Henry was playing on the wing before he joined Arsenal. Could Ethan be an option? Can't help but feel like he offered something better than Moreno. Just a thought.
Front. Yeah.
I don't know about that one. I'll pass this on to Shane afterwards, but I'm gonna say this: the way we play football, Ethan wouldn't have worked. But if it was Pep or somebody that plays that football that can play on false nine, that doesn't have to be tall because he's not going to cross the ball, it might have worked. But the way we play football, it wouldn't have worked fresh. I'll be real. But that's my thoughts, of course. Shane, what's your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I just think with a player like that, he just has to be in the 10 and he has to be given freedom in the 10, not this Odegaard 10 where the poor fucker has to stay on the right-hand side. What 10 in history has had to stay in a certain position? The whole fucking concept of a number 10 is that you go where you want. That's the whole concept of it. Push the two other midfielders into a double pivot, like we used to do with Vieira and Petit. You go, I stay. You know, it's such a simple fucking thing, but it's how football works, man. And then just let your team go where he wants. Ranieri, to me, has to be that he definitely do a better job than Marino up front. This fucking myth that Marino balled out up front. He didn't hit double figures, man. He scored a couple of goals here and there. This fucking myth that he was brilliant up front. He was just in the position to score because he stayed in the box a bit more than Havertz does. But yeah, Ranieri, like Ranieri scored twice as many as Odegaard did this season. He played so much less than him. But Ranieri for me has to be in the 10. He'd be my starting 10. If I came into this club, I'd take that kid aside and I'd say, we're building a team around you. We're building a team around you. So just relax. You're in. Unless you play absolute stinkers for several games in a row, you're starting. Odegaard, you can fight your way back. Maybe there's a player there somewhere. But again, if you give Odegaard like the proper 10, he'd have more success if he was allowed to do what he wants instead of being micromanaged. And he needs to turn around to Arteta during a match and say, shut the fuck up for a minute and let me play some football. You know what I mean? Because that's what Schmeichel said, that Arteta's on the sideline like he's playing FIFA. You pass, run, stop, go. Get the fuck out of my face, man. Let me play a bit of football. Even the best managers like Ferguson all let the players, once they're out, you get done their tactics and you go do what you do. You know what I mean? Why would you be telling Haaland how to make a run? He should be telling you how to make a run. That's why he's so successful. You know what I mean? It's a lot of bollocks. But for me, Ranieri has to be in the 10. He has to be. Not that this manager will ever play him in the 10. And if he does, he'll be really restricted. Don't shoot from outside the box. Don't try that through pass. There's only 20% that it'll work. Yeah, but that's how you split a defence, mate. You know what I mean? It all just comes down to this manager. If we get rid of him, all these players suddenly look 10 times better than they are. All the way through the squad.
No, I hear that. Ozzy, what's your thoughts? Do you think Ethan would have worked as a number 9? I'll be right back once.
Nah, for me, like, we've seen his best performances from the 10.
Mm-hmm.
So for him trying to mold him into a new position like this manager loves to do, I don't think it's worth it. When you've already seen the player perform in a certain position and has the attributes for a certain position, why are you going to tell him now play this position? It don't make no sense. But it only makes sense to someone like Arteta, though.
Yeah.
Like playing Skelly as a left back. The only time it has worked for him is he brought Ben White originally as a centre back and then moved him to right back, and that kind of worked out. But other than that, it hasn't worked. You know, people try to justify him buying Havertz as a midfielder and then putting him as a striker and saying, "Oh yeah, Havertz has performed." No, he hasn't. He scores against shit teams. Yeah. I don't remember Havertz scoring against a top team. So for me, no, like trying to transition Nweri where he's already has the attributes for a certain position and he's performed there. It don't make sense to be like, okay, let me try something new with you. It'd be okay for him to play there, like when you want to give Saka a rest, or you know, like give other players a rest, or you'll do it, or you're like, you know what is, you're playing one of them dead ball games, like it don't matter. Then maybe try it out. But generally, for me, like Nweri is the best number 10 we have. He's better than Odegaard. And I back up Shane's point of, for me, he should be starting because Odegaard has been absolutely diabolical this season.
It's facts. Man, big up Shane. Thank you for being here, man. Shane needs to bounce, of course. But thanks for pulling up. Anybody that hasn't subscribed to Shane already, listen, man, subscribe to this guy and go watch the Irish Breakfast, yeah? One of the best shows. Of course, we've got the intervention as well, and we've got Aaron, so they kind of lined up. So my whole morning's lined up with these guys. So yeah, big up to you. Thanks for being here, man. Any last words?
No, just a pleasure. Pleasure to come on with you, Rashid. I'm always, if I'm free, you know, I'll always come on. Yeah, big up, and great to meet you again, Ozzy. I think that's the second time I've been on with you. Absolute legend, and big up to the chat. And yeah, sure, I'll be on tomorrow 10:30 for the full Irish, and lots of stuff lined up. But yeah, I gotta go. I gotta be up in about 5 hours to drop the kids to school. So big up to everybody, and happy Father's Day to all the fucking dads out there as well, man.
Yeah, man.
Keep doing what you do. And Rashid, absolute legend, man. Congratulations on getting past 1,000. All the sort of channels now like us are growing. I think maybe the tide might be turning, man. I think maybe people are sick of hearing the same bollocks and they're coming over to get some truth told.
They are.
100%. That cog is turning a little bit faster.
Yeah. We're 70-30 now. We're 70.
I think so, yeah.
70 to them, 30 to us.
It's only a matter of time. There's only so many times they can use the same excuses, man. You know what I mean? There's only so many times that it gets a bit tiring. But listen, big up to everybody, and I'll catch you again. Talk to you later, lads.
Shane.
See ya. I was just saying on Instagram, I checked about Arsenal posting Odegaard's assist against Italy when he can't feature in big games. He's not a big game player.
Well, we know this. We've been saying this for years, man.
People need to understand, though, like, what is the problem in bringing competition? Why are people so allergic to competition?
That's the other problem, bro. Well, like I said before, Rashid, yeah, when you're looking at Liverpool, the Man City, they have competition in each places, and the drop-off is not massive. You're not going from a Premier League player to someone that's almost just about Premier League, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You've got players that arguably you could say, bro, like, realistically, these men probably playing for, like, teams at the bottom half of the table, like you were saying. When you look at City, bro, Pep doesn't buy a De Bruyne and then buys some random 17-year-old kid from Norway or something, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
He buys proper players for each position, and he buys at least 2. If my man's not playing, not doing it, then I'm bringing my man on.
Take him off, yeah.
But like, look, bro, Haaland, he's got Marmoush. The wings, bro, they got Foden. They got Grealish. They got Doku. They got
Bruno.
They got Thingy, Bruno. Midfield, they got Thingy.
Rodri,
Kovacic, Gundogan.
The Turkish brother. Oh my God.
Gundogan. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They bought is it Nico Gonzalez that they brought?
Nico Gonzalez, yeah.
But now he's bought, what's it? The AC Milan player. But I can't say his name, bro.
Yeah, the guy from.
And then they bought Shaqiri, and Thingy. Now in their defense, bro, they've got who? They already got flipping.
Yeah, they got Ruben Diaz. They got Ake. Akanji. Now they got Aid Nouri.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
They got, what's his name?
What's that other bro? That guy that keeps banging in goals, bro?
Yeah.
Gravidor.
Gravidor, side like that.
yeah, him. But and then in the right back, they've got, what's his name? Like the young one, Rico. Yeah. And then they've got all these other like youngsters they're trying to bring in, like Rico Lewis, Bob Oscar, and all these other man. He's already got 2 good players in each position, and then he's got a bunch of youngsters that he's trying to like bring up as well.
Facts.
Well, we've got a solid first team, and then when you're looking at the backup, you're thinking, hey, brother, I don't even know if I want to bring my man on, because I just know he can't do a job or he's not good enough, let alone bringing the kids in. And the only reason why we brought like people like Skelly or Nweri in is because of either injuries or the backups have been absolutely shit.
Facts, bro. Big up Compass, big up Khawaja. What's Khawaja saying? Top Gooners, overhype Odegaard, got goals and assists, and if he performs well when he didn't.
Bro, it's that one season.
People believe there's a play in him, and maybe there is, maybe there's not. But at some point, you need to bring in competition. If you're trying to learn football, you learn it from Pep, from the best person you can learn football from. Do you know what I'm saying? Competition is needed in this squad. Why don't you put some competition with Ethan and Odegaard? If Odegaard doesn't perform well, get off. Ethan comes in. He performs well. He doesn't perform well. Odegaard comes in.
Bro, do you know what
Simple.
don't make sense to me? Yeah, is the clubs we're trying to compete with, or like be like, is if they don't think a player for them is good enough to have in their squad, why should we think that player is good enough to have in our squad?
Because we believe we can change him. We can change him. That's what they believe. I swear to God, that's what Arteta believes, man. Liam is saying deciding between Gyökeres and Sesko is like deciding to pick between the hot girl or the homeless girl. Facts. Fuck changing the homeless girl, bro. Take the hot girl. Oh my days. Odegaard's an 8, not a 10. It's like that girl on Insta. Do you remember? I don't know if you've seen it. She was like, would you take 5 million or get cancer? He was like, obviously I'll take 5 million. He was like, but what's the catch? And then she was like, yeah, there's no catch. What the fuck is this? It's the same thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Of course I'm gonna take the 5 million, stupid.
That's stupidness.
Oh my days.
It's the world we live in is dumb, bro.
Fact. Fresh is saying fair thought, bro. With Martinelli not on it, or Odegaard, Ethan has to come in now. He's a real talent we must have. That's the thing. We have enough midfielders. You don't need to buy more midfielders if you want to play the midfielders in their place. Sachenko, Skelly, we said it, Ethan. You don't need to buy more defenders. Now
Yeah,
I just saved you 55 million plus the wages that you're going to pay the player, Zubamendi. Now go out there and get me a Rodrigo, get me a proper left winger and a striker. If you sort me the only 2 problems out of 6, what's the point? Roundabout. For fuck's sake. But yeah, man, we're going to wrap up soon. Big up you, know. Henry was always a forward. It's that yeah, exactly. This is Henry said this, by the way. Henry said that he was always a forward. It's just that because he was so quick, they used to play him on the wing. Do you know what I'm saying? But grateful for the learning point opportunity. Facts, bro. Facts. I understand. O'Donnell.
We made him a better player, innit?
Henry, Bergkamp, Perez, Ljungberg, Vieira, all my days, man. Campbell, Cole, Adams, Winterberg, Seaman, Dixon, Reyes. That real talent bring those days back.
Bro, it's like, you know what the other thing that annoys
and there's
me?
many more.
Bro, you know what the thing that annoys me, Rashid, yeah? Like, thank God we got to witness these plays, some of these plays, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My thing is, yeah, is issue with some of the older generation that have seen like the good players even before these man, and then comparing it to the current squad and saying these men are good enough. When you've witnessed these ballers, and you're telling me these players are good enough, but it's madness.
Yeah, you know what, Ozzy? Yeah, I don't believe that it's only the younger generation that are Arteta in. I feel like it's not.
It's the oldest as well.
It's the oldest as well. Robbie and them man are all 60 years old, or maybe they're not 60, but like around that age.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? They seen this football
like
club.
What when you've witnessed the greatness that we have here, and then you're looking at certain players and you're thinking, I'm thinking, brother, it's like you going from a Porsche to a flipping Ford Focus. You're thinking, oh yeah, my Ford Focus is still sick. Well, you used to have a Porsche.
My days. We need at least 2 strikers to come. Enough with playing midfielders as strikers. Every position needs to have the best for rotation. Facts. But unfortunately, Fresh, we only got 100 million to spend and we need to sell a star player. So yeah, there you go. Big up to everyone. Big up to everyone that's locked in, man. We got to wrap up. Soon, bro. Unfortunately, I can't. I haven't got that thing where I can redirect. But you, man, go check out one of the people from the team. Yeah, big up to everyone that's locked in. Smash the likes up. You know what I'm saying? Big up and for showing us love. And thank you very much for the 1K, man. Road to 2K. You get me, Ozzy? Thanks for being here, man. It was a journey. It's a journey to be proud of, right?
Bro, we'll carry on this journey of trying to get this narcissist out, bro. You get me? When I'm available, bro, shoot me a message. I'll come through.
Say nothing, my bro. Say nothing, man. Bless to everyone.
Yeah, you man go to Lee, innit? Lee's still live.
Is Lee live? Is Lee live? Let me
Lee's
just
live.
let me drop his thingy. You know what I'm saying? Just go to Lee.
Reacts. It's Lee Reacts. Second channel.
Real one, bro. Lee, man. Lee, Northside. I like to thank as well, man. Lee, Northside, Aaron Shane. I'm saying Ozzy, Normski, Deluded Gooner. All these man that I've been on their show, bro. They show us some love, and that's where I got the subs, bro. I'll be real.
Yeah.
So big up to every one of them, bro.
Big up to the man, then big up to Shane before coming on.
100.
Make sure you guys like and subscribe as always.
Yeah.
Big up to my guy Rashid on the 1K.
Facts, bro.
Well, I remember, when I subbed to you, was on 99 subscribers, G.
Sorry?
But I remember when I first subbed to you,
Do you remember?
He was on 99 subscribers. I was the 100th subscriber.
There you go. There you go.
Now you're on 1,000, bro.
Small margins. Small margins.
It's all about the margin, guys. Keep subscribing. Keep liking.
Facts, bro. I remember when I had 1 subscriber, bro. It's mad. I swear to God. And people used to tell me, like, don't worry. Keep going. Keep going. You know, you don't need to worry about that. And I never used to look at the subscribers as well, just because it doesn't put me down.
When you start and you just concentrating on the numbers game, bro, that's when you lose like the motivation. But I remember, I used to jump on your channel. There used to be like 3 people, 4 people.
You remember, bro? Big up to those 4 people, bro. Big up to everyone that showed me love from day one, bro.
Big up the chat as always.
I'm grateful, bro. Big up, and we're out, people. Love. And I've just dropped Lee's link in the chat, so slide over to Lee. And good night to every one of you, bro. Good night. Bon nuit. In a bit, man.